receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is...
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go, here we go. 10 logo. Topper. Check. Come.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, seam 6.
Looking to throw. Boyce. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after try forthcoming. Gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Raiders nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check, check. First down.
Here's Jacobs. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got it. Watch the eyes.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Off.
Mike is 59.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Here. Mike 51. Mike 51. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Five.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
51 to Mike, boys. 51. I smell fear in that offense. Now.
From the gun, Boyce, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Boyce, that's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Shoot. Switch. Look at me. Go. Get it.
From the gun, they run with Michel. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 24. Look. Squeeze. Check out. Hatch it. Hey, Sam off. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Boyce. That's out to his running back, Michel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Push him back. Recon, 132 fighter.
Operating from the gun. Boyce. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Raiders take over.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 48.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, Jacobs. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards on the ground. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Andrew Beck, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
A gain of 16 yards.
70.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On the set. Mike 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Alpha. Mike 51. Ready to go. 51. 1, 2.
Throwing on first down. Boyce. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Down. 30 base. Check.
On the ground, Michelle. Room here to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Hey, echo. Go. 51 to Mike. Sit up. Go.
On first and 10, Boyce. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, high 7. Mike 51. Get that ball. Mike. Mike 55.
Here's second and 8. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. All day, every day. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 58, right there. I'm coming for you. You mine. Watch the ship. Leo. Watch the ship. Ship. Hey, alert 3. You're out. Snap.
From the gun on third down, Boyce. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Slant.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Mike, check.
From the gun, Kaiser got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Go.
throwing again. Boyce. And he comes back with one complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, orbit. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Here we go. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Rock it. Check. 25. Check. Fair. Set. Cut. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Boyce. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
3 down. Check 31. Hey, Haywood! Hey! We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Tight.
From the gun, Boyce. They'll find Everett there, complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Smooth. 58 Mike. We ain't giving up. Ready? 58. Come on. 58.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Let's bring it. X3. 218, chop. Check 3. Tight dog. And hard. 6 guys. Check. Let's go.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Wahoo! Mike 51. Let's go, D. Let's go. 51.
Operating from the gun. Boyce. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run it with Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. Coming after you. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Jacobs now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Richard. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Andrew Beck with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown. Touchdown, New England. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Go. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
To throw again. Kaiser. He'll get that to develop the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
It's just me and you.
To the air again, Kaiser. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
59, Mike. 59, Mike. Here we go.
Throwing Kaiser. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Kaiser. He's going to air one out. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Weapon. Hey, exit. Go. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. Five.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete.
Kill. 22-jet bomber. Hey, seam 6. Go. 97's the mic. Who that? Hey, lock it. 97's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip it. Sit down.
On 3rd down, Boyce complete to Dorsett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
Let's go now.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Look at me. Sure. Go.
On the toss, here's Michel. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boyce. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. Mike 51. Come. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Boyce got his man. That's Harry. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And it's Michel once again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, New England.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check 43. Hey, watch it, watch it. Watch twins. Watch twins. Pilot, 64, weak. Switch. Check. Look, squeeze. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Let him know. Back. Bristol, travel. Shoot.
On 2nd down, Michel. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
New England on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Boyce. Catch is made by Harry. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
51, Mike. 51. You ain't got nothing. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Let go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 14-yard touchdown. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run Jacobs. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
At their 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got to seal. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Kaiser under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. AT Gators. Hey, it's time to... Hey, let's go. It's time to crack. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Following the penalty, Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Check nickel. Topper! Snap!
To throw on 2nd down. Boyce. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie. 97's the mic. 97. Hey, Sam on. Watch the run. Tighten up. Under 10. 10. Cut. 97's the mic. It's just me and you. Hit it.
From the gun, Boyce. He's going to loft one deep left side. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the interception, Kaiser. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Kaiser. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Kaiser. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And they work this out past the 25. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Kaiser now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New England, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.